Okay, let us start. What are the topic? What are the topics you discussed? We discussed in the previous class. Elvina,
We discussed about the range function.
range function. That is about for function. In that for function, we discuss about range. Then Meghna, what are the programs we discussed about along with this for function?
Elif.
Elif. Elif is based on for function. No.
No, we sum
Which program based on for function?
to find the sum.
Find the sum. Sum of n natural numbers, I think so.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Find the sum of n natural numbers. All of you got the result? Any doubt regarding that program? Hannah?
No.
Okay. What about Anjo? Is it clear that for function is clear for you? Okay. So we can start the next question. Is it clear? The screen is clear? Okay. Then our last question is write a program to print n natural numbers, isn't it? So
Yes,
write
ma'am.
write the second question. Write a program to print table of a number. Write a program to print, second last question. Write a program to print table of a number. Write a program to print table of a number. What is the meaning of that question? Any ideas, Neha?
Multiplication table of a number.
Yes, yes. Multiplication table of a number. We have to print multiplication table of a number. If we are saying to print multiplication table of 3, then we have to print the multiplication table of 3. If it is 5, we have to print multiplication table of 5. That is the question. For that, what we have to do? First, we have to input a number. Okay, for that statement, for that, we write the statement n is equal to, in the input, enter the number. For what? Enter the number. Anjo, why we are writing the like enter the number?
Input user into the number.
To understand the table name, we are inputting enter the number. Okay. So write the answer. The first statement is n is equal to int input enter the number. You have to close these two brackets. Ashish, you got the question? Sana, switch on the video. Sana, all of you switch on the video. Sana? Can you hear me? Sana?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, switch on the video. Okay. Then what's the next statement? Sana, what is the next statement for printing the multiplication table? Sneha? No idea. Nevin? No. Which statement we have to use for finding this multiplication table? Which statement? Either it is if, for, while, any. Any idea, Navin? No. Why? We are talking about which statement? Navin? We are talking about?
Fourth statement.
I can't hear. We are talking about
Statement.
for loop, isn't it? So we have to use for loop here.
Yeah.
Is it clear, Naveen? Is this Python programming is
hear,
very
ma'am.
difficult for you? No, then why you are not responding?
Ma'am, I couldn't hear in the middle now. That's what happened.
Okay. No problem. So first I write n is equal to int input, enter the number. After that, I'll write one for loop for printing the table. What is the first statement? For Anjo, say the first statement. For Evelyn, any idea? Okay, Anjo. For I in range. For I in range. What is the starting value, Hannah? What is the starting value of table, multiplication table? One. 1 into 2 is 2, 2 into 2 is 4. It's like that, no? So what is the starting value of a table? All the tables are started from 1. So what is the starting value? That is 1. 1 comma. What is the stop value? Evelyn, any idea? What is the stop value?
10.
10. If we write 10, what will happen? Sharath,
To 9 only.
Sharath, if we write 10, what will happen?
The numbers will stop at 9.
The table will stop after 9 into. It will not display 10. So for that, what we have to write, Nevin? Here what we have to write? 1 comma,
10 as a stop.
1 comma.
Ma'am, you have to put 10, then you have to close the bracket.
I can't hear.
Ma'am, you have to press 10. Sir, now you have to write 10, then close the bracket.
Is it clear, Naveen?
Now, what do you say, ma'am?
Is the statement is clear for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So for I in range 1, comma 11, the meaning of 1 is that table is started from 1 and the stop value is 11 minus 1, that is 10. So our table is from 1 into 2 into 3 into etc. till 10 into. Is it clear? Is it clear, Raina?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so for I in range 1 into I, then what is the print statement? Print
I.
I then Raina, then you have to print your table is like this 1 into 2 is equal to 2, 2 into 2 is equal to 4, 3 into 2 is equal to 6, just like that. So how we print like this? First we have to print 1, so I will write I. The value of I is 1, then the value become 2, it will be 3, just like that. So first I have to print I. So it will print 1. Then what next? We have to print star. For that purpose, we write within single quotes, write star. Is it clear, Meenakshi? Okay. So for 1, we write I. And for star, we just write within single quotes, write star. Then what next? Donna, you have to print 2. Where is 2? Donna?
Ma'am, which two?
Have to print this value here. What we will do?
Into two.
Enter 2, it's not correct. Vidur, any idea?
N.
What's the next value here?
I star N.
N is the value. N. Is it clear, Donna?
Yes, ma'am.
That is, if we want to print the table of 2, we will input 2 here and assign this value to N. Okay. If we want to print the table of 3, we will input here, 3 input here, and the 3 is assigned to N. And that value is displayed here. So here we place N. What next? Anna? We have to print equal to. How we print the equal to? Amal? How we print equal to here? Within single quotes, write equal to. Is it clear, Amal? Then what next? Lydia? Lydia? Okay. What is the next value? Sana, Muhammad, Anthony, all of you switch on the video. Okay, Lydia. What is the next value here?
2, ma'am.
What, Lydia?
2.
Anthony,
2.
we have to print this value here. How we get this value? the value of I is 1 and the value of n is 2, then we have to print I into n. Is it clear, Anthony? Sana, clear? Okay, so for printing a table, there are mainly three statements, only three statements for printing a multiplication table. The first statement is we have to input a number. Which multiplication table we have to display? That number is stored in n. Pavitra, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so if we have to print the multiplication table of 5, I will enter 5 here and the value of 5 is placed in n. So the value of n is 5. Then we have to print the multiplication just like 1 into 5 is equal to 5, 2 into 5 is equal to 10, etc. So for that purpose, we have to print this statement repeatedly. For that, we use one for statement. What is the first statement? For I in range 1, comma 11. Why we put 1 here? The starting value of multiplication table is 1. It is not started with 0. Always it will start with 1. So we write the start value as 1. What is the stop value? Either you can use 12. In this program, we are using from 1 to 10. That's why we are writing 11 here. So 1 to 10 we have to print. So I write the stop value as 11. Then how we print the result? We have to print, first we have to print 1. Then we have to print a star symbol. Then we have to print 5. Then equal to symbol, then the result. For that purpose, what we have to do? Muhammad, switch on the video. Muhammad? Am I audible, Muhammad? Okay. Then, what about this print statement? First print, then first I have to print 1. Then I will write I. The value, changed values are 1, 2, 3. Changed values are came in I. So I write I without single quotes. And comma, we have to print star. Star, for representing star in the output section, we will include the star within single quotes. After that, the value of n, then write n. So it will display 2 or 5. Here we are writing, giving 5. So it is 5. Then it will display one equal to symbol. After that, it will display the result. What is the result? What is the value of I here? Muhammad, what is the value of I here? Value of I it is 1. And what is the value of n? It is 5. So 1 into 5 will come as result. Is it clear, Muhammad? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So at the next iteration statement, the value of I become 2. Then it will display one star here, and the value of I it is 5, and the equal to symbol is there. Then what is the value of I here? The value of I is 2. Then 2 into 5 it is, the result is 10 will appear here. Is it clear, Raina?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt regarding this for statement? About range function or for or print statement? Any doubt? No, I think no. So we can move to the next topic or next question. Muhammad Ashish, switch on the video. Okay. Then write the last question. Program to calculate the factorial of an inputted number. Program to calculate the factorial of an inputted number. This program is based on another iteration statement. What is iteration statements? What is iteration statements? Pavitra, any idea? Pavitra, iteration statements or looping statements? No idea. Meghna,
Execution of repeated statement.
execution of statement repeatedly based on one condition is known as iteration statement or looping statement. Execution of statement repeatedly based on one condition. That is iteration statement. There are mainly two types of iteration statement. First one is for loop and second one is while loop. We already discussed for loop and this question is based on while loop. Okay. Before going to while loop, I will just give one question based on nested if statement. That is, what is nested if statement? Nested if statement means if we place one if statement within another if statement, it is known as nested if statement. If we place one if statement within another if statement or another if statement, it is known as nested if statement. We can use nested for. What is nested for? What is nested for? Just like nested if. What is nested for? If we use one for statement within another for statement, it is known as nested for. Is it clear? The word nested. Is it clear, Evelyn?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so write the question based on nested if. After that, we can do the question based on while. Write the question, write a program to print or to display a for function calculator. A for function calculator. For function calculator. What is the question, children? You know calculator. In our calculator, so many operations are there, but our program is to print only 4 operations, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. You have to write a program to print a calculator or function a calculator. All the 4 operations, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. What we had to do? What are the first 3 statements? What are the inputs we needed? For one arithmetic operation, what are the inputs we needed? Ashish? What are the inputs we needed? Sharath? For addition, what we need? Lydia?
Ma'am, numbers and
Numbers and one
Yes.
more is there. Numbers and operator. For calculator, we need for adding, first we press one number and then press plus symbol and then press another number. So we need 2 integers and 1 operator. Is it clear? For arithmetic operations, minimum 2 operands are needed and 1 operator is needed. For adding, first we press a number and then press plus, then press another number, then press equal to. That is the operation. Is it clear? You're always doing it in your calculator, no? Is it clear? Okay, so first three statement we have to input. First we have to input first number. Second we have to input second number. Then third statement is we have to input one operator. So write the statements. What is the first statement? N is equal to int input. Enter the first number. Then we can write n1 is equal to int input, enter the first number. Then what is the next statement? N2 is equal to int input. Within double quotes, write enter the second number. Muhammad? Anthony, Muhammad, switch on the video. Okay. Anthony, what is the next statement? First, I will write n1 is equal to n1 is for inputting the first integer. N2 is for inputting the second integer. Then OP is for what?
print
OP is for inputting the operator. Clear, Anthony?
yes ma'am.
Okay. So first we have to input the first number. Second, we have to input the second number. After that, we have to input operator. For inputting operator, we use OP is equal to anyone? Elvina, what we have to write here?
N1 plus N2.
No, we have to input the operator. For that, what we will write? We will write input, enter the operator. Is it clear? Sharat?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then, Sharat, what is the difference between these two statements? Why we are not using int here? Any idea?
Oh, it's not easier.
Okay. N1 is equal to, the first statement I will write N1 is equal to int input. But here I am not using int. The difference is that by default, input is used to enter a string. So if we enter a string here, we have to convert that string into integer value. For that purpose, we are using int here. Is it clear? By default, the input function return a string value. But here we want to store one integer value. So the entered string value, you have to convert that string value into integer value. For that purpose, we are using one int here. Here also, if we are inputting one integer value, that integer value is represented as string. So we have to convert that string value to integer using this int function. But here we are inputting one string value, that is one operator, that is plus. It is not one integer value. We have there is no need of converting this plus into integer. So we are not using int here. Is it clear, Evelyn?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the difference between this int and input is here we have to input one operator, not a number. So we just use input, enter the operator. Then what is next? What's the next statement? Operator. Pavitra. What's the next statement? Then we can give a message like enter the operator within bracket, right? Enter the operator within bracket, right? Plus, minus, star, or slash. Otherwise we can give all the any operator we can give it. No, so you just write and you just mention enter the operator within bracket, right? Plus, minus, star, and division. Okay. Then what is the next statement, Sneha? No idea. So next we have to check if the operator is plus, minus, star, or minus or division. Okay. For that we use one if statement. If, what we have to write? OP is equal to plus. If OP is equal to plus, if the inputted operator is plus, then what we have to print? We have to print the sum of two numbers. Is it clear, Sneha? Okay, so if we input a plus here, then if OP is equal to plus, the operator is plus, then we have to print the sum of two numbers. For that, I will write print sum is, what is the sum? N1 plus N2. Is it clear? Then what about the next statement? Just like that. What about the next statement?
If OP is equal to minus.
Yes. If, after if we have to use elif. Elif. First I will discuss star, minus and division need further if statement. So I will first explain star. So elif OP is equal to within single quote star. Then what we have to print, Pavitra? What we have to print? Hannah? 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 What do you have to print here? Product is. Actually, there is no need of writing this product is. In the calculator, we just press one number, then write one, press one operator, press another number, we get the result. No product is, sum is. But for understanding, we just write like this. Okay. So product is, what is the product? Lydia, what do we have to write here? Just like N1 plus N2, what do we have to
N1.
write? Yes, N1 into
N-
N2, correct?
N-
Is these portions are over? Any doubt regarding these statements? Then what about the next one? Then another elif statement is needed for checking operator equal to within single quotes minus. All the statements end using colon. Okay, if end using colon, elif end using colon, make sure about it. Okay. Then In this minus, we have to check another condition. If n1 greater than n2. If n1 greater than n2. Why n1 greater than n2? Raina, why we are checking this n1 greater than n2 here? To avoid negative value. Okay. To avoid negative value, we are just using n1 greater than n2. It is not compulsory. For proper programming, we are using this statement. I will write here for understanding the nested if statement. What is nested if? What is nested if? If we write one if statement within another elif statement or if statement is known as nested if statement. If we write one if statement within another elif or if statement is known as nested if statement. Is it clear, Anjo? Anjo, is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so if n1 greater than n2, that means if n1 is the biggest number, we can print like this, print differences. What is the difference? n1 minus n2. What is the else statement? Amal, any idea? Else statement, what we have to print? Print differences. Sana, what we have to print here? That means if n2 is the biggest number, then what we have to print? If n1 is greater, we have to print n1 minus n2. If n2 is greater, we have to print n2 minus n1. Is it clear, Sana? Okay, so in the case of subtraction, we will use another if else statement. For that, if n1 greater than n2, if n1 is the biggest number, we have to print difference is biggest number minus smallest number. So n1 minus n2. Otherwise, else, which one is the biggest number? N2 is the biggest number. So we have to input, we have to print difference is n2 minus n1. Is it clear? Is it clear, Pavitra?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then another else statement, elif statement. What is the next one? Operator equal to within single quotes, that is slash, that is division. Which condition we have to do in this division statement? Division by 0 is not possible, isn't it? Isn't it, Sneha? Division by 0 is not possible. So before going to division, we have to check if the second number is 0 or not. Before going to divide a number, we have to check if the second number is 0 or not. If the second number is 0, we have to print division is not possible. Otherwise, we have to find out the division. Okay, so I will write if OP is equal to slash, again use another if statement. Here, what is this if statement? This is known as nested if statement. This is another nested if statement. Here again, I am using nested if statement. So if n2 equal to 0, then what we have to print? Print Division not possible. Division not possible. Else what we have to write? Else we have to write print the result is, or the division result is, what is the result? N1 by N2. Is it clear, Vidu?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if OP is equal to division, a slash means is for division. For division, first we have to check if the second number is 0 or not. If the second number is 0 means division not possible. We have to print like this, division not possible. Else we have to print the result is N1 by N2. And last we can give one else also. That is else print invalid operator. Invalid operator. If you are inputting OP as mode, then what is the result? What will happen? All these else and if else condition will false, then it will go to else statement. The result is invalid operator. Is it clear? Okay.